Good morning from Skift. It's Monday, March 30th in New York City. For daily updates in your inbox, subscribe to the Skift daily newsletter at skift.com/daily. And now here's what you need to know about the business of travel today. For more details, head to skift.com. While some travel sectors, such as airlines, have virtually eliminated U.S. national TV advertising because of the coronavirus pandemic, there are some companies that are outliers in that they quickly pivoted their spots or keep running the routine ads at the risk of brand damage, writes executive editor Dennis Shaw. iSpot.tv, the U.S. television advertising analytics firm, looked at March national TV advertising in the United States through the 22nd of the month and found that airlines were all but absent from U.S. TV as of March 11th. Online travel agencies, including Hotels.com, Trivago, Expedia, and Travelocity, all Expedia Group brands, VuelosYMás.com, and all others saw their TV advertising fall 67.5% to $17.3 million on 9,000 airings during the period. What's more, cruise lines had been on pace for a larger spending March in 2020 than the same month in 2019, but in the March 15th through 22nd period spent just a little more than $28,000 on TV ads. Hotel Brand spent $13.6 million on TV ads through March 22nd, but just $1.9 million in the week ending March 22nd. For those brands still advertising, they'd better be very clever in terms of sensitivities or risk brand damage, Shaw concludes. Next, what-ifs are a dangerous game in the current climate, with the constant stream of, mostly bad, news headlines rendering predictions impossible. Yet there will come a point where travel restrictions are lifted, which could be sooner than later, going by one recent poll. But let's play this game anyway, writes corporate travel editor Matthew Parsons. What if a breakthrough vaccine is suddenly announced? What if China or other countries that initially bore the brunt of coronavirus declare they're open for business? A travel industry that carefully manages its return to normality will be critical to many companies currently on life support. And during the build-up, travel managers that have reviewed their policies and stood by suppliers could make the process run smoothly, helping both their own organizations and suppliers. We finish with the controversial decision by the TripAction's CEO to lay off workers last week by video conferencing. On Tuesday, Ariel Cohen took to video conferencing to lay off some 100 employees as part of a wider cull of 350 staff. This controversial method attracted criticism on social media, but Cohen said there was no other choice. And the coronavirus crisis also put a halt to TripAction's ambitious plan to double in size this year, Cohen told corporate travel editor Parsons. Cohen said of his layoff strategy, doing it by video conferencing is probably the most horrible way to fire someone because you do need to have the courage to look at somebody in the eye when you're doing it. Doing it over Zoom was really, really bad. But right now, we couldn't bring them to the office. Despite the controversial technique of letting staff go and the stir it generated on social media, Cohen believes TripActions would not be the first company to do this. To find these stories and more insight into the business of travel, subscribe to the Skift daily newsletter at skift.com/daily.